Hello, it's time for another episode of the American Diecast 1/43rd scale collection. Let's see what we get this time. Okay, so here we have issue 22 of the American Cars Diecast collection. You may notice it should be number 21, but I've noticed something about the diecast vehicle, so I'm going to save that one till the end. So we're going to skip one and go to 22, which is the Ford Mustang Boss 429 from 1970. Okay, so as usual, just have a quick overview of the magazine that you get with it. So you get a little sort of fact file on the Boss 429 and its conception and how it came about. And then you get, obviously, the nice picture of the car with a technical sheet of it. 111 miles an hour. That doesn't sound great. And 375 horsepower, that sounds alright, but like, maybe it's a gearing issue, I'm not sure, but like, maybe it's built for acceleration rather than out and out speed, but seeing as it's got a 5.3 0 to 60 time, according to this anyway, yeah, maybe it's built more for drag racing than top speed. Next up, a story on Mustangs on top of the Empire State Building, which is an interesting little thing. Anything it got an article on the American gas station, sort of as you've seen them in films and everything, and now how they look, sort of always very massive. And then a 43-year-old American football player. I'm going to say that's American football, but I may be wrong. I'm not sure. And then obviously you get a little preview into the next vehicle, which will be the Coronet Super B. So yeah, that's the magazine, and let's take a look at the car. Okay, so taking a look at the car, as you can see, if you haven't watched any of these previously, they all come on little display plinths, and they come in a little sort of plexiglass box, but we take that off just so it's easier to see the car itself. Got a nice blue with white interior and a wood steering wheel. Nice 5-spoke alloys. And then around the front you can see number plate, which I believe is from California, but I'm not sure if we can get it to zoom in quite. There it goes. It says California there. And then you can get the Mustang logo on the front there. Big air scoop. Spin it around the side. You got the Boss 429 there. Goodyear on the tires. And then around the back, license plate again, and then full chrome detailing and such, with the Mustang script across the rear boot lid. So yeah, very happy with this model. It's very nice, well built. But yeah, let's skip over to the next vehicle, where some of that might not be so true. Okay, so this is issue 21, Chrysler 300 Hurst from 1970. One I was actually really excited to get because it's a bit more of an obscure vehicle as opposed to sort of, Mustangs and Camaros and things like that. Obviously I like Mustangs and Camaros and things like that, but it's nice to get some of the more unusual ones as well. So again, we begin with a fact file on the 300 Hurst cars. And then you got the interior and the rear shot and the one in the studio. And then we've got the picture with the tech specs again. Just leave that there for you to read. 75 horsepower from a 7.2. I don't think that's quite accurate. But 650 newton meters of torque. Yeah, I don't think those numbers are quite correct. But if it is, then that's hilarious. But yeah, something tells me that that's not real. So then you got a fact file on Chrysler itself. There's one of the turbine cars. And then, so the first Chrysler there. And then Route 61, the Blues Highway, which goes Memphis, St. Louis, and Chicago. Possibly lesser known than sort of the typical Route 66, so it's quite interesting. And there's some more pictures of it. It's very, very scenic and nice there. And then we finish off in New Orleans. And then obviously we've seen the Mustang. But yeah, so in June 1970, the Polaroid camera was seemingly invented. Yeah, so that's interesting. So yeah, let's take a look at the car and discuss it. Okay, so here's the vehicle. You can see it's from Ohio on the number plate. But for the eagle-eyed among you, can you tell what's wrong just from there? It looks like it's cornering just by sitting still. Move it round further. It's definitely slightly wonky. That wheel seems to be going very far up into the arch. And again, around the back. Yep, we can see what's happened. It's been put on. Either the base has been put on, squint, and then just jammed down on the plinth bit, or the plinth has been put on wrong and it's caused some subsidence. But if you look inside, you can see the actual interior is sort of wonky as well. So yeah, we've got our first manufacturing defect from this set, which, considering we're what, 22 cars in now, that's 1 in 22. That's not too bad, but yeah, it's a little disappointing. But what I'll do is I'll get off the plinth and see if I can realign everything and get it fixed. But yeah, that is one very wonky Chrysler 300. Although it does look like it's like it's chasing, like in a car chase, and it's taking a corner really, really fast, which is kind of funny. But yeah, we'll get that fixed, and then hopefully it will look better. If not, then I don't know, maybe take to eBay, see if somebody's selling another one. But yeah, that's it for today's video. If you've stayed this far and listened to these ramblings, then maybe consider liking, subscribing, and all that sort of good stuff. I never usually ask people to like and subscribe and things, but may as well. But yeah, until next time, bye-bye for now.